the overpass bridge that the Chinese government is about to build, and the road from Cassidy Boulevard to 12th Street, they were all in the pipeline. That's true, but it was blocked in the pipeline.
But I tell you this, I still repeat, if the president refuses to change, then the government is in trouble. The government, if you finish this government, let's thank God. Because as from next year, it's said to be fluctuating. And all the people that is in the government, they are liars. All of them. They don't know why they are there. They don't know what they are doing. They don't know the reason of staying in that system. They are just pushing the vehicle like this. They don't know where the vehicle, they don't know where it's going. So the forefathers of Liberia, they are in pains. It's very regrettable. Even the former president, Syphilis, is even regret having this person as a president. So that is just it. They believe that George Weah is too much for Liberia. That is the man who have brought total transformation to Liberia. That is a man who will have turned Liberia to mini London or mini US. And he will have done it in second term. But they didn't understand. They are angry with him. They believe that he's against them. They believe that he doesn't like Liberians. That's what they believe. That's what they believe. Liberia will be zero in sports. Zero.
In sports?
Tell me something. Zero. Oh yeah, go to Nations Cup now. Go to Nations Cup. Let's see. Let me see you Nations Cup. Go to Nations Cup. I'll give $500,000. If you qualify for Nations Cup, I'll give your national team $500,000. I promise. Your national team, if they go to
President Bouakai 2025 budget will determine his clear vision for the country.
Okay, so
then it also includes the dividend on some of these crowds. For instance, I know it can be argued understandably that the overpass bridge that the Chinese government is about to build, and the road from Cassidy Boulevard to 12th Street, they were all in the pipeline. That's true, but it was blocked in the pipeline. That President Bouakai's visit to China, reassuring China that when we are taking action on the global stage, we take it with our own interest first as a country, not to please any other person before Liberia's interest, and then people fighting, then we join inside and go stand.
Just a final question.
Yeah. So you see, he visited to the FOCA, to the China Africa Forum, has now got China excited with the new commitment to come do these projects. They are in town already. You call the Minister of Public Works, he will tell you the Chinese government don't waste time when they say they want to do something. But when you step on their interest, then you're in problem with them. Now, anytime we want to do anything on the global stage, the first question we should be asking, what's in it for us as a country and people? And if what's in it for us is good as a country and people, if other countries benefit from the trickle-down effect of our vote, okay. But we must never again vote on something that will hurt ourselves as a country and people to please anyone.
When Liberians are desperate for leadership to deliver, desperate to know the truth, and desperate to know the real issues confronting the nation and the facts surrounding those issues, there's only one forum.
And so we've opened the door for us to work together. That's why we call you.
Well, Mr. President, I can't tell you how many people worldwide, when they read your speech and you talked about having an office of the War Crimes and Economic Crime Court to facilitate the creation of this tribunal, international tribunal here in Liberia to bring the justice to the people. I heard it from the U.S. My phone blew up, as you can imagine. people said I could not believe, and they were so ecstatic and elated. And since I've been here, I've heard the same thing. So I wanted to thank you again and give you full assurances that we will do everything we can to help you bring justice for the victims of those 250,000 people that were killed during the 2 civil wars that happened.
Well, Alan, in every country, and especially a country that boasts of independence, 176 years, and you know very well that it is because of the impunity, the disrespect and disregard for justice that have created all the upheavals in this country. And we believe we have to lay this to rest. Let all the facts be known. Let people who think that they are innocent prove their case, so that we can lay this to rest, so that this country can move forward. It's not a wish hunt. It's a matter of testifying to what you know and what you've done, so that forgiveness can be done on the basis of knowledge and truth. And that's what we're talking about.
Well, Mr. President, you have our full commitment to help realize that. And what we did in Sierra Leone, we were able to move the people on to the reconciliation phase. Because you're right, when people are walking around and they see impunity and they see people that have never been held to account and self-enrich themselves, it basically rubs it in the face regularly. So the fact that you are stepping up, taking this leadership role, I can tell you so far, the people of Liberia are ecstatic about it, and we're here to help you facilitate this properly, independently, and let the prosecutor follow the evidence where it goes. Not me, not you, wherever the evidence follows, and have it done under international standards, and it'll be done properly, and it'll be done transparently.
I think most of the people that have been involved know that if they were on the other side, they would like the truth to be told about it. So the truth is truth for each and every one that have been either offended. And so we should be happy that this will finally close the chapter of that history that had been haunting us over the years. And that's what we're talking about.
Okay. Well, I personally want to thank you for your courage to do this, because it was not easy, but you started it, and we'll help you bring justice to Liberia once and for all.
Thank you, Alan, for sticking with it. Thanks for all those who've been committed to it. We believe this is going to restore peace, and people are going to move, even those who probably have been offended and those who are responsible for whatever, they will know that justice was done and their minds will be cleared. And thank you for your role.
Thank you. And thank you for your time.
Thank
God
you.
bless you.
President Bwaka's 2025 budget will determine his clear vision for the country.
Okay, sir.
Then it also includes the dividend on some of these problems. For instance, I know it can be argued understandably that the overpower bridge that the Chinese government is about to build, and the road from Cassidy Boulevard to 12th Street, they were all in the pipeline. That's true, but it was blocked in the pipeline. That President Bwaka's visit to China, reassuring China that when we are taking action on the global stage, we take it with our own interest first as a country, not to please any other person before Liberia's interest, and then people fighting them will join inside and vote.
Just a final question.
I'm coming.
Yeah.
So you see, he visited to the FOCA, to the China Africa Forum, has now got China excited with the week of the new commitment to come do this project. They are in town already. You call the Minister of Public Works, he will tell you the Chinese government don't waste time when they say they want to do something. But when you step on their interest, then you're in problem with them. Now, anytime we want to do anything on the global stage, the first question we should be asking, what's in it for us as a country and people? And if what's in it for us is good as a country and people, if other countries benefit from the trickle-down effect of our vote, okay. But we must never again vote on something that will hurt
All of you, wherever you are, it's great joining us tonight right here on this very day. And so we are here again. Let me say hats up to all of you, wherever you are. It's been since, was it on Thursday? Yeah, since Thursday. You haven't listened to me. It was on Wednesday that you did listen to me. From Wednesday, Thursday, no, you didn't hear me out. And as a matter of fact, that was when it was that Thursday morning. Yeah, and that was that Thursday morning that I got the news about my old man's death. Yeah, and whatever our thoughts are about him, the relationship we had is one that came out of mutual respect for one another. And he was a politician who was very much strong, and he could afford to listen to the truth. And especially, I don't know whether from you or from anyone else, but the kind of way I did things, it did not really move him. In fact, at certain point in times, he would call me and say, "AB, you are a truthful person. I like your spirit, your courage," because it's not one-sided. One day he will find himself inside, and I'm saying things that will please him. At one point in time, he will hear me saying some things that will not please him. And he will be very much angry with me for that. And those were the reasons for which he said, "AB, I can't go away from you," because there are some times that when I'm listening to you, you are saying some things that are really totally against me and what I believe in. Some days again, you will come back again and start saying some things that will be pleasing to me, and you speak to it. I say, yeah, that's why it is. But again, that's why it is. But we want to say that was why. But we'll get to that later on. A lot of things happened, and we had even promised you that on Thursday night we would have started to release some stuff that he told us to have kept private while he was still alive. And he wouldn't say them. And I would say, he said, "AB, somebody think we can be talking, keep the record." Sometimes when you're talking to him like that, and when one tells you that you can keep this as a record and you can reference it in the future, meaning they've opened door, but they gave you a condition. They said, keep it as a record. And one day when I'm doing this, you will say, "AB, this." I say, yeah. So you will sometimes even share with me some of our interactions after we have ended. He will say, "You remember this thing I told you before?" I say, "What is it you told me?" Then he will send the stuff to me and say, "AB, this is what we had. And you can remember this. This is what I said to you before." And I will be listening to him. And those are some of the things. So we always used to have that. Despite everything, we always used to have that. I was not on for 2 days. It was on Thursday and that of Friday. On Thursday, let me be blunt with you people. On Thursday, yes, let me say thanks to Israel Bowie, who sat in excellently and did exactly what was expected of him. He even did more than what I even expected. He took it on because that same Thursday, I was en route. Little did I know that I was supposed to be en route to Nima County to go for the bar convention. And so I was headed for Nima County. So I had a thought. Let me be blunt with you people. Let me be blunt with people. I had a thought that since Spring Johnson died, the late, peace be to his ashes, and things
that I was going to say that very night, I would not have controlled what may have happened in the reactions ahead in Nima County while I'm there. Though they are evidence-based, they are fact-based, but again, terrain management is very essential. I come from a security background. Maybe you will not know that aspect of me. I come from a security background. I've been in a security terrain before, and I live with security personnel. And I adapted some of their strategies and techniques they always employed. When I'm around people, I learn to know them. And what they do, I learn to know that. So I knew that if I had said anything like what I'm about to say tonight, those things I'm about, the things I'm about to say tonight, if I were to say them before going to Nima, you never know what may have happened. Because you know why? We see Nima County, a very beautiful and fantastic county as it is. We see political desperados who will go at any length to destroy anybody, any given point in time because of power. We know them. God has revealed them to us. So as a result of that, the redemption aspect is left with us to redeem ourselves and say, no, we're not going to that. So I decided to let it go. So on equally, I would have done it on Friday on Radio Sletowa. Right? I chose not to go on Radio Sletowa to have done the show from there again. Because doing it there again, I'm still in the political desperados den. You never know what they are capable of doing. I never doubt any desperado. You just to say crazy person. You know why the law is always on crazy people's side? Because one, they are insane. They don't get good thinking. They are terrible. Right? They are terrible, but they are insane. The construct of the mind is not there. That thing they call conscience is not there. So as a result of that, if a crazy man took rock to throw you, don't challenge and say, I mean, I can't do it. No, you can't go there. So that the category you can place political desperados in, they don't have conscience. They can destroy anybody any day for whatever they can. Don't think that, oh, that man will think about something. That man not thinking about anything. That man will destroy you. That man will kill you. He will do anything he's able to do, he will do it. So put them in the context of the crazy people that you can challenge. Never you challenge any crazy man. Just know that that person is crazy and he can do anything. So that is why it is. So we needed to be very careful. And I know what we do. God always guard our steps. And not because we are afraid, no. But when God guards your steps, you have to be very careful how you proceed. So I'm back. And I am Monrovia. And I say thanks to the great people. And let me say hats up to my landlord. I don't know. It's just God that connected me with him. This Liberian guy, and of course, oh man, and very much fantastic. And they call him Boma Kwamili. I know Kwamili. Yeah, Kwamili, something like that. He has the Boma guest house in Ganta, Nima. Very much fantastic, Europeanized. You know, I had gone the first night. I lodged at a place that I will not name because of the condition of the place. I had to leave from there looking for somewhere else. Thanks to my hosts. And my tour guide, I call that guy tour guide, A.B. Benson, and the great man of God, and for taking me on a tour. So luckily for us, we were able to borrow with the proprietor and proprietress of the Bowman's enterprise. They got clinic, they got everything. But again, I was able to be lodged at his house. Can you imagine? I enjoyed myself there. And the food was just coming in the morning. No, extra, super extra. Look at how they, nothing else. So I want to say thanks. And if you are going to Ganta City, Nima County, ask any back boss, say we're looking for the Bowman's guest house. The Bowman's guest house. Go there. It's home away from home. If you want to live a comfortable and Europeanized life, I mean, I've seen other guest houses down there, but I'm telling you about this because I know I've tasted every other guest house down there. I've tasted the Jackies, even the VIPs, because I remember, yeah, I paid for VIP before, and so I visited those areas. But I'm telling you, the Bowman's guest house is going in a million, and I can tell you for sure, very fantastic. And so I think with God, I want to say thanks to you, Dad. Thanks to your darling wife. Thanks to all your children who were very much receptive Yeah, throughout the periods that were there. So if you get to Ganta City, Nima County, just ask for the Bowman's Guest House. And I ask for it. The motorbike guys will take you there. You have a very receptive proprietor, very much simple, down to earth. You never know it's him until he tells you that he's him. That's how it works. So we are grateful to the Almighty God. And this broadcast tonight is being relayed live. And my friend and brother, and Matos, and how much for night? And you see there now. So thank you so much for asking me. Yeah, how much for night? Very cheap. That's one thing. Great services, very cheap. I don't know why I didn't take the pictures. I wanted to take pictures in there to just show it to you to see me in comfort. Yeah, I'm lying down and swimming and sleeping in comfort. Yeah, that's why it is. So at their place, it's not that much, and they do it to have home away from home, and so you have it around 50, but again you can get it for 40, you can get it for 50, and for a night, and fantastic, and it's home away from home. I'm telling you, if you come from there, you will tell me what it is. So D Cooper, yeah, you can get them, my brother, and I so I think we're sure we are getting there. Folks, we are about to get to something here tonight. Yeah, we are about to get to something here tonight, which is very important. But let's just try to do some cleanup. Very good. Before we get to my late father, Senator Prince Johnson, we are very much happy that Liberia is still experiencing some level of peace. Yeah. Now, Losilot, Seku, yes, they have all services there. Anything I tell you, I say home away from home. So any service you think about it, get it there. I say home away from home. Just go there. All right. So Radio Sletua is relaying this broadcast. I know they are being passed around all over about the Supreme Court's opinion on the saga involving the National Legislature. Don't be carried away. These are non-lawyers. They don't have any sense of reasoning as to how the court operates. They just run around with things, and don't be carried away. No matter what it is, we are waiting for the court, and it's possible they will have come down with something, maybe before the weekend or maybe early this day or this day. But the fact of the matter is the hearings were conducted on it was on Wednesday. So Thursday, court activities were suspended. And from Thursday to this day, Monday. So on Thursday, everything was suspended, and we were in Ganta, Nima County. All of the justices were present in Ganta, Nima County. I did see His Honor Justice Yusuf D. Kaba. I did see on one of the Jackie's restaurant. Yeah, he had gone there to eat. I did greet him. But even at the opening, at the program itself on Friday, he was also there. So they were up there, and I think they resumed work activities. But they will come up anytime soon because they know the urgency of this matter. So they will come up with something. So let's just watch and trust the court and wait for the court to come up with its decision on these matters so we can rush with it. And that's God. We know that the best will come out of that. The best will come out of it. And that's what they will do. The next thing I would like to talk about before going to the major issue relating to my own man, the late Senator Prince Johnson. And before I can get to that, let me just try to set the basis of what you should be expecting from me tonight. I can tell you for sure that the form and manner in which we know people can die at any given point in time, the kind of way it happened, in those instances or situations or events that preceded his death cause for concerns as well. So we'll be going deeper into some of the things, his frustrations that he shared with us, and we'll tell you why. That though people should die or people will die or whatever it is, but there could be contributing factors that will facilitate and expedite your death. And that's why sometimes doctors will tell you, don't stress yourself, don't do this. All these things, they know people will die, right? But they're telling you, if you keep stressing yourself and you keep doing X, Y, Z to yourself, your life may be short. Don't worry too much. Those are things that doctors will tell you. They will tell you, say, don't worry too much. Your pressure will go up. You don't have to do this to yourself, X, Y, Z. This will happen to you, will shorten your life. Pressure. It derives from stress. A lot of issues, underlying factors that can lead to that. And most times, those kind of things is left with you alone. You are the one that feeling the pain. You are the one that thinking about it. You are the one that putting yourself in that state of worriness. And of course, when that blood enters straight into it, forgetting you fall, no one is around you. Sometimes you'll be sitting down with people, they just look at you, and friends will be walking and worrying. They're thinking about something deep you don't even know. They are lecturing with you, but they're thinking their whole mind and everything that towards that thing that causing the injury to whatever that they may have felt at that moment. So there are a lot of things that the late dad was able to share. And we'll come to other issues as well. But while in Ganta, I saw, gas price. I tried to do my own evaluation. Gas price was around 686 so far, but it's in the neighborhood of 600. It's over 600 in Ganta. And what I also noticed there, the shortage of Liberian dollars in Ganta or in Nima County is being exploited by the guys who are there. So what happens is that I had gone to this guy, and I thought only he alone. I had gone to him asking that I wanted Liberian dollars to take it out, to cash out. And he said, this is the amount that Lone Star Cell MTM will take from there, and you will have to give me this amount for, it says service fee. I said, what is the service fee? What service are you offering? I cannot do business. You are telling the business, I cannot do business. You are offering me service. And you say, I should pay you for that service. I thought by coming to do business with you is something that you are welcome. So how do I pay you again for attending to a business that you call me into by invitation or licensee faction or so forth? How is that? So every time you go do carry, I will tell you, say no money, no LD in. So for us to give you LD, I don't know, they just call that service fee. I don't know where that one is going or where it's coming from. I don't know how they are going about it, but that is what was happening. And that was what happened when I was in Ganta before I left. Maybe it may have changed, or maybe it may still be the same. So that is what it is. And I was somewhat thinking that maybe these are some of the things that happen, especially on the UP administration. The money, but I think club them start dividing money now. Money is supposed to be outside. And they said that the reason the money was being what? Yeah, club started dividing money already. So where the money? We're waiting for the money. You bring the money outside. The next thing I will talk about in passing is this shameful thing that Bwaka, his wife, his children, every one of them, they are all in this country is too disgraceful. So Bwaka is really desperate to show something at all costs because December is almost any rare. So that Delta Airline, Bwaka will put it in a State of the Nation address. Oh, Bwaka is looking for something to put in his State of the Nation address. You know, Jesus. Somebody plane from their own area, they come into your country, Ethiopian Airlines, they collected Bwaka. They say, can I go to the airport? Go stand inside the plane. Let all take picture there. You're not doing those days? Do you know those days? Look at Liberia development that our president is this. Jesus Christ. Is that a development that the president will go and attend to and celebrate? The president is not even launching a vision. No. That somebody own a vision they live with over the years. And it is now expanding throughout the continent of Africa. And Liberia is now seeing a flight coming here. That pressing vision, Joseph Boaga goes inside. So I was like saying the last time, like the guys were saying, oh, Joria brought cake, plea, I don't know what you want to go. Yeah, that was a vision. To launch a vision is very much essential. This is what this country is. Look, let me tell you something. Some of you don't know about vision launching. You criticized it. But that was Liberia's dream. Liberia's dream was being launched. When we talk about our Air Liberia, you think I don't want to be proud to fly Air Liberia? Do you know how many of our brothers and sisters going to airline schools here? And when they come, they wouldn't sit down to be selling tickets here. That's all they do. We don't beat them on flights. Because the host country of the flights, the flag bearer of the flight, they prioritize their citizens. So our brothers go and sisters go to airline school or whatever it is. These are all things. Then you talk a president to go stand down there, to go. That vision. Look, what if Bwaka has very launched since he came this? We can't talk about it because there is it. In fact, one of the guy was arguing. One of the guy was saying something the last time. The guy said, "But ABO, and Joseph Boaga, first State of the Nation address, he said the Japan people now agree for them to come face the rule. How come now they are using government money to pass this Bushra Island rule? They rule. Why are they using government? Why are they using our money to start passing them when they know that the Japanese are coming to? Why are we wasting the money if they are sure that the Japanese will come to construct the road? Why are they passing the road? They are using real concrete cement. They are spending our money. Why are they passing that road when they say Japan people were already coming to start that road? Why Joseph Boaga not doing that? They're looking for something anyhow. What kind of country this we are in? So Joseph Boaga, for you to be useless towards development, you are this useless to the extent that your uselessness has claimed at that level. Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, during her term, 2014, Delta Airline came to this country. Ellen did not go stay inside Delta Airline to go say SYZ. What she want? There's that development for Liberia? No! It's just a prop to the what? The tourism sector. And that is what it is. It's led with the managing director of the airport to deal with that. The Ministry of Information, maybe he can get release one line or something like that. But I think whole president carrying to go point to airline, they say, can't take picture with the plane. Tell us, say Liberia bought plane. While you're doing all of those things, you see, Boaga is an insignificant figure who has made Liberia to be insignificant. Because you know why? Yeah. Anyway, that's Boaga for you. This is Boaga for you. But you see, you know, we all appreciate flash. No, that y'all do no day there, y'all used to be sitting down, y'all don't want to hear any good news about Liberia. For people like us, when good things are happening, Liberia will appreciate it. Because it's about our country. Good things coming to Liberia will appreciate it. That is just who we are. We should be able to appreciate good things. We're not going to get angry. But the way you're doing it, that one making a problem now. Not that we now appreciate good things coming here. So, what your problem with other routine? Anyway, let's leave that thing. Let's discuss my papa issue. Let's leave Joseph Boaga. Let's leave Joseph Boaga. That Joseph Boaga there. So, let's leave all of that. These are a bunch of useless people who have got no vision. So nothing they are able to launch. They're just jumping on anything they call how do you call it thing? How do you call it thing? How do you call it thing? Anything that's a mimic of development, that's what they are looking for all over the place. How does that help? Learn something, oh man. Even if you're the kind tell say, oh, the airport, go there. That's where people go and learn. When you're ready to launch a vision, which is very essential, George, we have launched that vision. And let me tell you something. Yeah, for me, I don't like to give excuses because I don't like to make excuses. But anyway, God is God, and anyone who lives in God, God lives in you. So we'll leave those aspects for you people. Because for me, I don't think I'm willing to go into. We tried our stuff, our code. Let me see something. All right, so we tried our code and so forth, but something that appeared to be working tonight. So let me see something quickly before we can get on to this important news I'm about to give you people. Right? The cash giveaway is giving you a little challenge for tonight. I don't know why, but it's giving us a little challenge for tonight. I don't know whether you can try it there. Let's see how it works. But it's giving a little challenge for me tonight. It's *7 and *24#. So you can go on with it. And I will give you a double tonight. So let me see how it works. *7 and *24#. I hope it goes on with you. But we are carrying a challenge with it. That's the code for tonight. *7 and *24#. You're getting a little challenge tonight. So that's the problem we have so far. And so God, this country, the interesting country. Something happened over the weekend before I can get on to something happened over the weekend before I can get on to what I want to share with you tonight. It is important the people of Ganta City, Nima County, they are listening to me tonight. Thanks to you, my brother Matter. For me, I have no evil. And I hate anybody. That's why when I'm around you, I need nothing from you because I want for that thing to go away, then I hate you for it. I don't want anything to influence my love around you. Because if my love is conditioned on getting something from you and nothing goes away, I may see you as a bad person. And I don't like that. So I will not like that. Over the weekend, the former president, in fact, I was in Ganta when I received a text from Civica Basikia, Liaison Officer in the office of the former president of the Republic of Liberia, His Excellency and Ambassador George Manawia, that the former president who have visited the late Senator Johnson's home following his service activities at the Fokekron Church. And because it was when we were making a comeback, so I couldn't even join. But that was when I knew that the president was going to go there. And the former president went there. I know he did not expect people he saw there because there are people now who did not love Senator Johnson. They use him, they dump him, they dash him, which of course will be evidence tonight that today they're sitting in the yard they hardly visited. The man whom they hardly pick his calls or attended to his calls or decided to help him when he sought their help, that the people now have gone to jump in a fence for political reasons again. They ostracized that woman, they excommunicated him, they banished him, they frustrated him, all for political reasons, greed. Today, it is that man's yard that is now experiencing the highest level of frequency in terms of visit by the very actors of people who had no value and respect for him, but they thought to had always use him. But he too also, on the other hand, some of these things I used to be telling him, but again, he never used to listen. But again, we just leave him like that. We can't discuss the dead. So we leave what happened with the dead is buried with the dead. We leave that, and then we get to the living. Because the living people, then they are still able to do the same thing that killed the person here. That's why we focus on the living, right? We are focusing on the living, the deeds of the living, because they are still able to use these evil deeds to destroy people. So until we can expose them so that people know who they are, then other people are going to fall prey to them. They are going to be victims. That's why tonight we're not going to discuss Senator Johnson, what he did, or blah, blah, blah. Look, everything he ever did, so shall it be buried with him. We are talking about the living evil. The living evil that has the propensity to kill more people than the person we're discussing, that the thing that we're discussing, that the human being that we're discussing here tonight. He's dead and gone. And we are very excited at that. He died 71, 72. Wow. That's the only excitement part of it. 72. Some of us, we're struggling to get there. But you know what? The unfortunate part of it is that he was still strong and energetic. But died in the faction he died. That's why we say something practically must have gone wrong somewhere. Yeah. Something must have gone all wrong somewhere. I will come to the MD arrow human being up here. Because you know what? We are former president, we are every one of us will say our own thing as to what happened that day. The former president we have visited, and Senator Johnson, yeah, and he did not shake hand with Kuhn, but still greeted him. He still greeted him, but did not shake his hand. And his chest greeting, hand across, right hand across the chest, is that not a form of greeting? Is that not the form? Because in fact, chest greeting is more lovely than even a handshake. The handshake is even more deadly, dangerous, poisonous. The chest is more honorable, it's more lovely, and so forth. Yet, because Kun is evil, his followers are evil, they are demons. They wanted to shake hands. To the extent that on a day like that, the man is even giving you the more loving sign. But still, you prefer to have shaken his hand because you wanted to go evil. Because you wanted to have contact with him. That's why you wanted to have contact with him. And I know for sure, look, burial sites that where they can kill people. I remember it's a family of mine, I will not say it or whatever it is. They can, when the family people are ready to kill people, they will kill one important person so that the other people then will come there. That important person they're killing, now that person really they want to get to. They will kill that person because they believe with that person death, the real person will come. So like some of you in America or something like that, when they know that the only way they can grab you is for them to kill your man because you love your man so much and you want to come. So they will kill your somebody here and you will leave for America to come. How they can use the bait? They can use the death of this person so they can do. You don't even know about these people here. They can use that. They will kill somebody so that they can grab the real big fish that they really want. Somebody who is dear to your heart. They will grab that person, deal with that person. Then you will come down. Then are you coming for that to kill you? There are families who have left from America, come here for funeral rites. They die. They didn't go back. These people use these occasions. They are evil people. They can use these occasions to shake hands with you because they believe, you know, that funeral time. And at the time, people can get things against people. Then they be touching you and killing you. That's how they can operate. We know the demons. We know the actors. That's the medium they can use to kill people. So you go to other places, they mention you, you know, we think for sure, whatever it is, anybody whether you shake anybody here or whatever it is, nobody will care about that. Who love Prince Johnson more? The man had gone there to go greet the man's wife. They are relatives. Prince Johnson always told me that they are relatives. He always told me, yeah, she's from there, and said that Fonati and his wife, their first cousins. He always said that. Then the most frustrating and heinous part is for the MDR that Jeremiah Kun rejected, neglected, dismissed to come up with a statement because Prince Johnson is dead. That is the most terrible thing, though. Young folks within the MD are grievous seekers, job seekers, and you see them, they stand for nothing. Oh, they got better dreaming. Sometimes, you don't call all the names, and you can bring one record to prove that we are better dreaming. Oh, yeah, assume, you're getting money from this, you're getting money from this, but my own money at there, I can get it from some of your people there, and are better dreaming. Some are better at dreaming. I only special person I can go to get a better feel. No, I should be, if I'm really better dreaming, then I should get to some of your officials that are here. Then I should have record. Your official that are passing around way. They should get records of me. I'm better dreaming. But all of you are grave seekers. Prince Johnson died in the form and faction. He died in a shocking manner, and it raises concerns for many. If he said it's shock, what happens? What could have contributed to that shock? What would have contributed to pressure? Pressure don't just jump on people. No. Especially a well-to-do, energetic man as Prince Johnson. Pressure would not just knock him down. No. Do you care to ask yourself question whether the act of Jeremiah, which was the highest, because Prince Johnson has started crying ever since, and you know the worst part of it? For the dumbfounded human being there to say that in Prince Johnson church, whole day Prince Johnson crying on the government that he brought to power, they were sitting there, they were hearing this old man crying. Then they come in defense of the very people in whose names Prince Johnson was crying. Are they not sycophants? When they can tell about our leader. You force yourself on Jeremiah who said he's not part of you. He said he signed on to Unity Party. He said that when the political leader, the godfather that you're talking about, godfather, he was still alive. And people took it to Senator Prince Johnson. Senator Prince Johnson told him, he said, Pape, that news here will see us, so what they call, you know what the Pape said? Oh, you just are not close to that Pape. Look, I was close to that Pape. You don't even know. All I am not saying that I can be passing around. No, I was close to that woman. So he said to them, because that day I had placed a call to him. I said, Pape, that thing I see here, so that your son Jeremiah Kun that's talking, that thing here. He said, hey, anything Jeremiah Kun want to do, let him do it. Anything in our wrath. Those were his words. And he was not speaking in that tone that could speak to, for you to say, oh yeah, anybody go. This Pape spoke in a rather frustrated tone. And he thinks in our wrath. Let them go on. Even in his church, the last sermon before his death, he gave a scenario about somebody buying Mercedes-Benz, and you get all the things inside. You get Mercedes-Benz, you put everything inside, and you think you're riding it, but one day the Mercedes-Benz will get old, you will want to come back. Something like that. He did it. I was a woman. He died unhappy. That was bad. The way he was being treated, and I will tell you why. But let's come on, right? I don't want to go deep into that your childish thing and your own down there. Remember, You know, I don't have time for you, the UP folks, because you are kids for me. All the you people you get together, you are kids. You are children. You know nothing about the politics you want to play, whatever. You are so children. You are children. You're thinking, your thoughts and everything. There's no way you can even get to a person like me. The only thing you can do is to discuss me. And because I'm relevant, that's why you will discuss me. I mean discussing all your chapter. You see, come on, bar exam. Yeah. I say your John will. Oh, what the play you're celebrating because why? You feel the pinch of me on a daily basis. But you know what? The number of persons that celebrated me on the day that I passed, it buried all of you. And you could know that there is somebody who's better. And that because of these people are not like useless people, they're like, yo, because of these people, I stand strong. And I'll continue to stand strong. Because they are good people. That's why you see Senator Prince Johnson couldn't just hit me. Despite all that I could say about him, if somebody else could come back and say, look, AB, you are a bold man. I like you because you are bold, despite how you say it. So, what is the big deal? I'm not coming to your official to beg them. I'm not asking them for anything. I'm not doing anything. I am an AB and I'm happy. God is with me. God is guiding me through. And I'm happy. I'm excited. So, how will you people come up with that? Let's get on to the real issue. I'm coming now for you tonight. Where are we starting from? Here? Let's start from here. Let's go this side. We are certainly getting there. Prince Johnson died of frustrated men. And those people who may have led to his frustration, not may have, but who could be responsible or who are responsible for his frustration, Jeremiah Kun and Joseph Yuman Buakai. They did. I didn't take it from Kun more for him to distance himself from the MDR. And Kun lied. Can't talk about Unity Party, this, that. You think they didn't follow or Unity Party? You think that Unity Party first time said they're looking for stand-up bearer from different party? You know the party had a stand-up bearer in Emmanuel Nukwe. Nukwe did not leave his PUP. Because Unity Party wanted these people. And Unity Party needed them. Unity Party couldn't subject them to that. They were not the kind of pigs like ordinary pigs. Not PRG, PRCKS. They were not just ordinary pigs. They were people that Bwaka needed. When Bwaka needed Nukwe, because Nukwe was speaker and Nukwe had money and Nukwe could bankroll money, Bwaka went begging Nukwe. Bwaka did not subject Nukwe to Unity Party constitution. No, the UP people themselves, they were broke nowhere. So as a result of that, even if they were in shine in their constitution, they relaxed on that and decided to have a peak. Do you think the National Elections Commission was going to? No, National Election Commission not yet. That's one of the intra-party affairs. Bwaka waived all of those procedures if they were ever in the Unity Party constitution. You can only exercise that aspect if and only if you are now going for somebody. You know that Prince Johnson still remains with his MD. In fact, Prince Johnson had made Jeremiah Kun MDR political leader. So you see, Prince Johnson made Jeremiah Kun political leader so that he will go join United Party the next day. You think that why it is? What kind of lie did Jeremiah Kun have to make? Why? These kind of lies could be contributing factors towards that Pape frustration. Jeremiah Kun was sitting right there. And look, I can recall before Senator Johnson could even get to Jeremiah Kun, the reason why he did what he did. You know, most of those instances we had, we shared them in common. He has said that George Weah had invested in Jeremiah Kun a lot. And since they believe that they can trust him, I will make Jeremiah Kun my political leader, make him to run for president. And I told Weah then that I will make him to run for president. Then if he doesn't win in the first round, then we can turn the other way around. That was the strategy that Prince Johnson had wanted to employ. But deep down, Prince Johnson was wanted to prove some point to say, look, since you people think that you can take Kun away and do business with Kun, I will pump Kun with power. And Kun will use that power to go against you people. And what? Prince Johnson always calculated. Prince Johnson said, look, for Jeremiah Kun to lead these people, I got to pump him with power. So Prince Johnson decided to lower himself and then decided to make Jeremiah Kun the political leader. And it was that strength that Prince Johnson used over and over to have taken Jeremiah Kun and said, look, let's go. He went and talked to Papa. Here, there, blah, 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 blah. Nobody then wanted to be. But when you look at it for long, Jeremiah Kun had a huge popular chunk of vote in Nima County. Prince Johnson had a mind. Walker jumped at it. Did he announce any resignation? Kun lied. He frustrated the Omen. He disowned the Omen. At the time, the Omen's expectation has climbed the highest in our political landscape. Prince Johnson supported Ellen Johnson Sirleaf. He only expected maybe some political patronage when one send people here and there. I'm going to determine who to go to the county and all of the things. That all the things that Prince Johnson used to enjoy. That the power. Those were the amorphous power that Prince Johnson always used to enjoy. As you have that say in who gets where. Then on top of it, as you have that proximity with the power that be. That was Prince Johnson for you. That was all he wanted. While he was senator, those were the things that made Prince Johnson the happiest man and comfortable in his political landscape of this country. When Joshua came, Prince Johnson again decided on who to go where. All the chiefs, no appointments, no local chiefs, no appointments that you saw all over the place. Prince Johnson made all decisions. But lately, when the CDC decided to do business more with Jeremiah Kun, who apparently appeared like he was doing business more with the CDC. Do you know how close was Jeremiah Kun to the heart of the CDC? That beginning of sitting out of LPRC today, call yourself money man passing all over the place. They campaign materials that T5, that they play T5 then relationship with Jeremiah Kun, then that they play it got cemented. They campaign materials that were used. It was Jeremiah Kun that got that contract, gave it to his son, who are LPRC today. They went to got those materials and they brought it. CDC practically in reach Jeremiah Kun and his son. That where you see the T5 then relationship with Kun, then that why you see that they kind of bond they have. Because they were the guys who were more close to all of these things. But when Prince Johnson saw that and he believed that these guys and Jeremiah Kun was now becoming the face, he brought a split. Pumped Jeremiah Kun with power, and Jeremiah Kun accepted and moved on. And Jerry let lie and say, oh, the Unity Party people and blah, blah, blah. What kind of lie is that? You frustrated the woman. You frustrated him. And that's bad. That is terrible. Let me show you something. On the 28th of October, I had done an interview on the 27th. No, the same show on the 27th. And that time, I did mention that Jeremiah Kun was behind the whole speaker removal because he and Tifa and they are friends and they think about the audit, the thing will hunt Dave, Moe, and so forth here and there. And I also mentioned the old man and Senator Prince Johnson. I said he too maybe apparently his own take in there could be on the basis of fanaticism and passing the war crimes court issue, blah blah. Because he had an interview. He had an interview with Winston Blading. So I mentioned all of that. So the following morning, like he would normally do to me, he would not call on the show. So like he would normally do to me, he calls me some morning. It was about 7 something. I'm getting ready to come to work, and he's calling me. And he said, my son Ebi, you're about to listen to it. You're about to listen to it. He said, my son Ebi, the other thing you said, you're not getting correct. You listen to the kind of tone that the old man would talk to me. This old man had some high level of respect for me. Until every time he was in pain, he could share his pain with me. And I kept it. I was not used up. Because this old man, I respected him so much, and he respects me so much, I could keep it. And he would tell me, maybe keep some of these things there. Me telling you, just wash it. And when you are talking with somebody and they say, keep this on record. But they tell you, say, keep it. They didn't tell you, say, release it. They say, keep it. Then you keep it. That is what we call professionalism. There is something that there are several other. These are things that we've been having ever since. So that you think can be passing all over the place. Look, there are a lot that we know about. In fact, I'm not explaining it. I want for me to play it so that you'll listen to him. I'm about to play, you'll listen to him. He had called me in the morning hours, of October 28th. Listen to the conversation. Here is he. Listen to him clearly. You will know from whence we speak tonight. Right here. You will get to know those folks who are now going to Senator Johnson, acting like they care so much, blah, blah, blah. Look, those guys were evil. They were cruel. That old man was never happy. Listen to this conversation we had that time. Listen to it. Yeah, listen to this one. Great. So, what is the stuff here? Okay.
You will conclude that I'm right. Will you rescue as a nomenclature after winning? They work after, don't even answer my phone, don't pick me up, they don't let me down. Hello? Yeah, okay. My son, you made a mistake. Father. I heard you last night, me and phone in D to move to absolutely after the whole election. I'm in my corner. If you hear my preaching most Sunday, you will conclude that I'm right. Will you rescue as a nomenclature after winning? They work after, don't even answer my phone, don't pick me up, they don't let me down, they don't even have time. Oh, I don't talk because yeah. God knows why. As long as you made mistake, everything I heard you separate. Because our son who is vice president in him from member, the member will not understand if I start hating on Burton. You're right. The Fernando Copa, the woman I have my word at Fernando Copa first person. Or yeah. My son, you made mistake. I heard you last night.
Okay, so let me adjust it. Let me adjust it. I think it's very low, and you people not getting in too good. And let me try to adjust it. And very, 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 very low. Let me try to adjust it so that you can get it very, very clear tonight on this very day. And I will adjust it, and you will have to get him very clear as it ought to be. Yeah. So let me adjust it here. From here there so that we can know how to proceed.
Hello? My son, you made mistake. Father. I heard you last night. Me and phone in D to move to absolutely after the whole election. Hello? Yeah, my son, you made mistake. Father. I heard you last night. Me and phone in D to move to absolutely after the whole election. I'm in my corner. If you hear my preaching most Sunday, you will conclude that I'm right. Will you rescue as a nomenclature after winning? The broadcaster don't even answer my phone. They don't pick me up. They don't let me down. They don't even have time. Oh. I don't talk. Yeah, I don't talk because God knows why it's happening. And everything I will accept it because our son who is vice president to him from member, the member will not understand if I start hating on Burton.
Okay, you got it right? You listen to him clearly. He said after the whole election, they don't even pick me up, they don't even lay me down. There are several recordings where Kun is even Prince Johnson is crying in Kun's name. Said when you recommend people to even Jeremiah Kun to help him, Jeremiah Kun cannot help him. The recordings are there. That the Kun now showing a face all over the place, passing around. agree that Bwaka even wanted to disrespect Prince Johnson. But Prince Johnson, in some recordings, cried in Jeremiah Kuhn's name. Cried in Jeremiah Kuhn's name. The papa is saying, no, October 28th, and I speak on something and I just recently, and I speak on something Senator talking about here. So now I wasn't recording. I said that speak on something he talking about here. So y'all listen to it. Yeah, it's it. That speak on something he talking about. Listen.
Eric,
Yeah.
my son, you made mistake.
Father.
I heard you last night. Me and Kun indeed to move Ufa. Absolutely, after the whole election, I'm in my corner. If you hear my preaching most Sunday, you will conclude that I'm right. Will you rescue as a nomenclature after winning? The broadcaster don't even answer my phone. They don't pick me up. They don't let me down. They don't even have time.
Oh.
I don't talk. Yeah, I don't talk because God knows why it's happening. And everything I will accept it because our son Kun is vice president to him for NIMA.
Mm-hmm.
The NIMA people will not understand if I start hating on Boyka.
You're right.
You listen to that? Our son Kun is there. The Nima people will not understand. In all essence, the old man is locked. Who does he go to cry? This old man died in a frustrated as a result of frustration. Because who will he go to cry? The Nima people he used to be taking officials of government complaint to. He came because what? His own son is now in government. His own son is a vice president. His own son is not. So he told the Nima people that this is the best opportunity for us to have our own son to be vice president. Who's going to be running this country? To the disbelief and disappointment of this old man, he cries on Kun to help him with appointments. Even when Bwaka said no to him, he came to Kun to help him with appointment. Kun can't help him. He said the Nima people will never understand me again. Because if I were to just go to there and hit on Bwaka, they will not understand me again. They will say, papi. And man, so they lock the puppet there. Look, that old man, look, the death of this old man. I'm saying whatever it is, and the family should know this. Look, this old man was dear to my heart. With all the things here and there, the moment he calls, whatever it is, I certainly would just pick his call. I don't return it or so forth. That was the relationship we had. What do I go tell the Nima people? If I start hating on Bwaka, they will not understand me. Yes, he's right. Because what? The old man is done. They have done with him. They have made him irrelevant. What will he now tell the Nima people? He said, when I hate on Bwaka, the Nima people will not understand. Why? Because that is the best opportunity we ever had. I supported Ellen Johnson said we never had a vice president, so we never expected much. But despite that, I could make appointments. Despite that, I could influence some decisions in your government, especially when it comes to the county. My own people that were behind me, that were supporting me, every time I gave her that support, she would say, Prince Joseph, where are people that you want to go? I will do that. That is my own authority. That is how my own people used to respect me. When Joshua came, similar thing happened. Then today now, we are at the top of government, and I can't get any small respect. No call. Nobody is speaking my call. Nobody is talking to me. Prince Johnson is crying and complaining. October 28th. I'm saying anywhere foul. October 28th. This is Senator Johnson. Yeah, that's him. Let's conclude with this. Then I'll play the other one.
The fanatic Kofa, the woman I have my word that fanatic Kofa first cousin.
Oh, okay.
You both don't know this, so when you were talking last night, but I don't have. Look, let me tell you, nobody in the republic, somebody just call me. No lawmaker in this country, though they got their own money, but to take your own money and give to 40 or 47 or 40 number of lawmakers to remove a speaker or a protest is not the work of any lawmaker. It must be the work of the executive.
Okay.
It's not immemorial. What the interest we all have to give money to people?
You hear that? On the speaker's remover, he said, people of the executive, they are the ones They are the ones, Jeremiah Cohen, the executive, Brakari executive. And to the extent that even most of the lawmakers that Prince Johnson made, Jeremiah Cohen has exercised total control over them. The paper was now powerless. Can they not break anybody down? We are all humans. They broke him down. Jerry did it to Wia. And Jerry did it to him. At this point, he was alive when Jerry distanced himself from the main party. So the man knew everything. Now you're coming to hear the characterization of Senator Johnson to tell you how more frustrated he was. Even the Senate, he didn't miss his words. He told me that as well. And you're about to listen to that. Listen to this other part of it.
Exactly.
Yo.
That's why in the Senate or return, every senator was given 3 minutes or so to talk about the break. What for your country? What's on your mind? What is happening? And Dylan came on the stage to speak on the pulpit. He said he will bring another bill to reduce our salary below 5,000.
Yeah, he said that.
All right. So I put in the chat room. I said, Dylan, the civil colleague, Dylan asked yesterday, he informed us about a pending bill that will reduce our salary. There are burning issues in the country. The rescue mission has started to fail by the missteps they are taking. He's not addressing those. It's in the chat room. He's not addressing those issues. There may be financial malpractices in the past and now, it even worse.
You got that? These are your frustrations. He said when Dylan was talking about cutting answer, he said, but Dylan and no burning issues are in this country. The financial malpractices is worse. Now, this is one of the rescue godfather. Now assessing the rescue in 1 year. He said the stealing, the financial malpractices is worse. It beats his imagination, it beats his expectation, and that is exactly what he was now faced with. He said, you're not thinking about routine. Do missteps. He said, one thing he even said, in a summative overlook of he said the rescue has started failing already because of missteps. Not me saying it. The late senator said it. Listen.
The rescue mission has started to fail by the missteps they are taking. He's not addressing those. It's in the chat room. He's not addressing those issues. There may be financial malpractices in the past and now, it even worse. I mentioned in the chat room that you want to reduce our salary that we're making by law.
By law, yeah, by law.
By law.
By law, yeah.
You're pushing the 10-1 a law. The 10-1 people that the 10-1 I do the ministry that we have at 10-1, the central bank, the LTA. You came there and broke everything down by yourself. Supreme Court ruled against your went and violated the Supreme Court ruling. Then you went and possessed money and duty to LTA. You're not talking about that. You have removed the army and put money. You're not talking. You have removed the central bank and you also have suspended. You have suspended. You have put the next in command Simbank in charge of the investigation.
Yeah.
But bringing somebody from outside, you mean you're sack the man.
You're sack the president, yeah.
You're not addressing that. Oh, that I was sorry you wanted. Then he replied and said, I will address you accordingly with time.
Look at
Wait
it.
and see.
Look at it.
Yeah. So I said, Dylan, go ahead. Reply. You came as a labor. Is it Chinese labor? Or we can but because you didn't. You came here when you say we're making more money. We're riding an expensive vehicle. You're riding even more car than us.
More expensive vehicles than
Yeah. I'm principal.
God, That guy is a serious problem.
See what I want to. I say you got close proximity with the president. When he travels to your go. So all the allowances you're packing, you get money. The budget will pass, they money, the million missing. They want this one. They want shifter, so nobody knows what a shifter is. So you got plenty of money now. That our own money, my lawyer will court. You're not addressing no issue, the roads issue, you're not addressing it. If you have to 22 million to go face for a paved road at Georgia, already did before.
I just laughed when I was listening to him, and he said, "You took 22 million. You go last say your face road at George. We are already fixed." And he's dead and gone. So I don't want to say the damning things he said about the roads that he said we are did not. But thank God he could acknowledge in his final moments on earth that we are dead paved those roads. That it took 22 million and just carry there. Right? Yeah. But all in all here tonight, we are more concerned about the frustrations expressed by this woman. Frustration. If you listen to Senator Johnson the late, peace be to his ashes, every time he talk, war crime court. Recently, I was in Ganta, somebody said, Jeremiah Kun went to the family area and said he used to be giving Senator Johnson 5,000 every month for food money. How you lie on dead man like that? If Jeremiah Kun ever said that, that's a blatant lie. The papa did tell me about a 5,000. And you know what that 5,000 was about? Yeah. They might be very suffer. They will suffer in the hair of the men now. Yeah. I come to play it. I am asking all lawyers tonight. If somebody truly values you, there are common several cases for somebody to help you to find lawyer. Maybe several cases the other day. 5,000 are small money for several cases. Real several cases, they really want to charge you. The papa in the one I'm about to play. What made the papa to sign? It's when the papa said, and you're about to listen to him. He said, after those senators were finished signing, about 2 senators were out. He and James Barney were the 2 persons that were out and needed to sign. So when he saw it, he heard it that they signed it to Nyobli Hall. So he went to his son, Jeremiah Kun, in his office, and said, "My son, what's going on? Why all these things are happening here and there?" Jeremiah Kun had nothing to tell that papa. He would have told the papa, say, "Hey, papa, I will give you 5,000, go and find lawyer." 5,000 to go find lawyer to plead. Jeremiah Kun, the papa really felt, you know, the disgrace, the humiliation, the shame, and everything. Jeremiah Kun shunned this old man terribly to the extent that the old man said it was as a result of that response from Jeremiah Kun. I went and took that resolution, I signed it. He said when he signed it, then he went back to a friend senator there now. They one decided to console him. They said, "But gentlemen, what's going on?" Then at the time, a friend told him, say, "Papa, that trap the Senate set for Joseph Boakai. That's in that resolution we signed like that. We just want to go. Try to console him. Because every time, these are people that are concerned. The son that he went to go ask the son what's going on. The son just telling him, "Papa, I'll give you 5,000 to go find lawyer." 5,000 able to find lawyer for God. God. You see, anyway, I'm not the one that said it. But let's have a listen to this one, which is very essential as well. Let's go on.
The standards got a trap for breaker.
Okay.
Because when we have wrote, the Senate did a comprehensive report of their findings and attached the Supreme Court ruling and the amnesty law and everything. And the position statement for those commissioners who decided from February to where and said the way forward is the Panama House discussion for peace. Then when Baka come now, he is deceived by coming there, by the Dillon there, Nombi there, and he now where he's just taking all kind of way, Baka, all kind of thing. He want to go after people. Then, you know, the CDC still control the lower house, the upper house.
Mm-hmm.
So they went, some kind of way, some kind of thing they did, but they did a resolution that passed. Yeah, because of money crossing.
Yeah.
Then they sent it to the Senate.
Mm-hmm.
Then something happened. Wow! All of them almost signed to Yombi house. Then they brought it that Tuesday morning. They didn't tell me they had it for me. Oh! Then when I heard what was happening, it was remain 2 persons to sign. That was me, that was Bani, Jim Bani. Now when I went to Kun, I said, what is going on? You were here when we had sent paper, and you were here with our own leadership, and we sent the report with all documents, legal documents, to guide where. Then Baka benefited from the 2010 decision by the Supreme Court to be involved in the election in 2011 because he was not wrong with them.
You're right.
He benefited.
You're right.
Then after serving Ababa for 12 years now, he's now president now. We finished campaign for that kind of Ome, and he want to persecute us. He does going to persecute us. So what is going on with Kun? Then Kun said, well, what I will do for you is to help you with lawyer. Let 5,000 go look for lawyer.
You listen to that? You listen to the woman? I didn't say it. He, the late Senator Prince Johnson, said this. He went to his son. He said, Bako, you are here. The same thing. We gather, we are on it. We did not pass on it. And you are right here. The same Baka benefited from it because he participated in the election before because of these things. Why now? Then he said, me, I go look for a lawyer and you have 5,000 here. Amen, Prince Kun. You couldn't get any other good response to the woman. So any time say, Papa, the thing that going on so, there is XYZ. I have talked to Baka, he's not listening. I have done this, he's not listening. But what we'll do together, let him keep fighting it. We'll join together to see to it that I will give you every support you need. But for you to tell the Papa, say, yeah, 5,000 here, take it. Go look for a lawyer. 5,000 able to find lawyer for that kind of man. Cool. Look at it. Look. Was that not more demeaning? Have 5,000 here, go find lawyer. Listen to how the old man saying, saying like cool getting in support. It was very dismissive. And he said, when I left from there, now that part you will get it. Very terrible. Left 5,000 here, go find lawyer. Could you imagine?
They had it for me. Oh. Then when I heard what was happening, it was remain 2 persons to sign. That was me, that was Bani, Jim Bani. Now when I went to Kun, I said, what is going on? You were here when we had sent paper, and you were here with our own leadership, and we sent the report with all documents, legal documents, to guide where. Then Baka benefited from the 2010 decision by the Supreme Court to be involved in the election in 2011 because he was not wrong with them.
You're right.
He benefited.
You're right.
Then after serving Ababa for 12 years now, he's now president now. We finished campaign for that kind of Ome, and he want to persecute us. He does going to persecute us. So what is going on with Kun? Then Kun said, well, what I will do for you is to help you with lawyer. Let 5,000 go look for lawyer. It was from Kun offered, my own son offered that I went and sign a resolution. I have many things that why you did this. You know what they told me?
No.
Resolution is not a law. So starting the resolution, I mean, we agree. Bring it now. When Baka send a bill, they will not put all the law before you now and back it.
Oh, okay. That was a smart move.
I said correct move. To be involved
So
in
the
the
woman's
2011.
deepest worries was always the war crimes court. They deny him opportunity to get people employed in the government. They deny him every other thing. To make matter worse, the war crimes court. He walks up to his son and says, what's going on? Something is not right. His son said, what I can do for you? Go find lawyer. Because get ready for the battle. I can't do anything about it. Go and find lawyer. 5,000. Prince Johnson, your father. Yeah. You know, this country is an interesting country. And that's one of the problem with the MD Arrow Garden who came up with press release. You got no remorse. You're really after your bellies for truth. Prince Johnson is dead today. You're transferring your loyalty to Jeremiah Cole, who hurt Prince Johnson so much, who showed high level of ungratefulness, ingratitude, and even must have been one of those reasons why that old man worried and ended up in pressure and death. Today, you come with that paper. The man disowned, then you come with a prayer release, say, our political leader. Hey, Prince Johnson, why he is great? It tells you guys are terrible. The man died, he hasn't been buried. You take his party, run behind Jeremiah Cole again. Wow. Forget about all the wickedness Prince Johnson ever did. But where Prince Johnson was treated to his death, in the political realm, that he had always had that leverage, is terrible. The reason we're not discussing Prince Johnson, we are discussing how terrible people are living among us today. Prince Johnson has gone. Joshua were better. So to tell you, if Prince Johnson could treat, if Jeremiah Cole could treat Prince Johnson like that Joshua, you just forget about Joshua, man. Yeah, you should now know the level of wickedness that's in Jeremiah Cole. The level of evil that man has. That leave Prince Johnson, that leave Joshua. Now you will feel that we are no. We this is what it is. Now, Bwaka, you could be the next. You know, Bwaka, you could be the next. He took it from where he put on Prince Johnson. He coming for you too, Bwaka. You are the next. See him passing around, doing all the things there, acting like he's so much care about Prince Johnson. No wonder. The man died the next day. You go for what? You couldn't tell Bwaka, say, Chief, though your birthday is already arranged or so forth here and there, can you please excuse me from there because we are mourning. The county is mourning. Let's agree that Bwaka did not even want to acknowledge that the county was mourning for him to suspend the man who made him to celebrate, but a beggar who are begging for 10,000, 5,000 all over the place. The man who made you to jump from out of poverty, big man like you, to where you said today he's dead and gone, for you to suspend that celebration just for this moment. You still have to go on with it. And worst of all, the son whom you talk like this and said, look, we'll put our hands on you and make you vice president for Nima County. Prince Johnson went the extras. He broke relationships. He condemned to the extent that even in his moment, he's appreciating that George, we have Bill Rose and Tina, that why Unity Party people go out of what they call it. He couldn't have said that during those campaigns because Jeremiah Cole was supposed to be the face of Nimba at the top of our body politics. Cole couldn't tell Burger, say, Chief, you have to excuse me for this celebration. Let me just, what they call, we have to attend to issue. You couldn't say that, Jeremiah Cole. You go attend there. Then at a John Ria handshake business, you see nonsense MD Arrow children there, useless bunch of people releasing press statement. That handshake business you want to get problem with? You don't get problem with Jeremiah Cole. You got problem with Joseph Boakai, who led to the early demands of your political leader, their conducts and behaviors. Oh, you're not vexed with that one. You don't release statement in relation to that. That handshake business, you can't release statement. All the things I played tonight was Prince Johnson or Happy Man. Y'all listen, it's in Nima County. Was he a happy man? Jared lied to people recently. I got it in Nima. That he said he will get Prince Johnson fat. You saw what even be talking about 5,000 for food. What's that? You tell the papa, just go look for a lawyer. But you see, this country, Whether you go or you come down, the truth will always reveal itself. That old man is dead and gone, but people will still talk for him. And people like us, we are here. That's why we are called God sent, to speak for the voiceless. Frustration could be the underlying factor. Wakahu could hardly pick that old man call. He had to attend to the old man's house because he's dead. Terrible. Yeah, the old man, last sermon, before we get to the lines and interact with you. For me, I don't get time for how you feel about it. This is his last sermon that he preached. But listen to this. He said on the pulpit, that one the MDR man, I'm being a verse with them. Then they will go on the pulpit. And most of you used to go to the church. He will go on the pulpit and cry in the government name. That old man here on the pulpit. They ain't right here on the pulpit. Old man is on the pulpit. Right here. Here's Prince Johnson. They lit. On the pulpit right here. And I see him? Yeah. I think I should be able to see it now. Okay? Yeah. This is him on the pulpit. Let's have a listen to him. Yeah. His last sermon. He was preaching it. Let's listen to him. Don't be worried. You see, all of y'all are passing here right again. Say, oh, this, that, yeah, and that. But me, I don't get time for you. Let me tell you now. I always tell you people, I don't have time for you.
That's why when I'm saying the minute. That's why we have the night. And women work out who benefit from the 2010 ruling of Supreme Court, verify the whole recommendation for prosecution. He don't decide to pass away. These are building companies. We are going to be in a company itself. That now is getting so hard. So hard. The people in whose hand is the government in this country, they are means.
Yeah, at this point, he said that the war crime code again. So to tell you that it is this thing about the war crime code, the neglect, and everything that what carry the woman so. This woman is on purpose. Say war crime code. Says nothing. Everything war crime code, war crime code. He said, that's why Ellen didn't sign. That's why we are didn't sign. And he came back just now. He said, the country is hard. He said the country is really, really hard. He's Senator Prince Johnson. They said it. His last sermon. The very MDR human being that sitting there again at the releasing press statement, they were sitting right there in our church. The man said what I have always said. He said, the very people in whose hand this government is, they are very mean. Senator Prince Johnson just said that. Maybe you didn't get that part. He just said it. This man was very much unhappy.
And women work out who benefit from the 2010 ruling of Supreme Court, verify the whole recommendation for prosecution. He don't decide to pass away. These are building companies. We are going to be in a company itself. That now is getting so hard. So hard. The people in whose hand is the government in this country, they are means. We know them in the country. We know them in Ghana.
The people in whose hand the government of this country is, they are mean set of people. We know them. They have mean this old man, turn him down. They have done XYZ. This is a man who enjoyed power. You take that away from him, you take away his life. It's just like taking fish out of water. That's how you do it to kill people like this. You take fish out of water. That's all you do. You tell the fish, I will not kill you, but I will just take you out of water, and then you should swim. How does the fish swim out of water? Is it possible that the fish out of water approach that was used by Coon and that of JMB? Fish out of water. We're not killing you, fish. We just take you out of water and tell you to live. Prince Johnson, from the war days, he had always decided the political future of this country. He had enjoyed it. And anybody who stands in the way of that, he will go against you. He doesn't care. That's why he went against Weah. When he felt that Weah was going more to Coon than him, he went against Weah. That is leverage. That is why he enjoys. So you took him from out of the water. You tell him, say, leave. Then Kun is telling him to live on 5,000. 5,000 of money for Prince Johnson. You know how much Prince Johnson mean? 5,000 of money for him. The people were sitting down in the church here. When Prince Johnson used to be condemning where you hear remember them there. Appreciate that the MDR put. But because he is condemning Joseph Walker in the church in the last sermon, they're standing there mute because they're still looking for jobs. They don't want to hear what they say, preacher, then they will take their job from them the next day. These are sycophants. Y'all go find place to hide, man.
Me. You want to see that we come? There is only genuine faith, genuine love for Jesus, following the Lord Jesus. You will encourage you. But in the first term of the regime, if you do nothing, and what we see is sponsorship by somebody somewhere to remove a speaker and all the confusion. If you play the C or the score in your administration, you will fail. Because there are people already with you who want you to fail.
So, that's why we close with him. He is saying, Joseph Walker, in the first year of your regime, you're not doing nothing. Now me saying, no. When we say that, why you opening your mouth like that? Now me say, Prince Johnson, before he could die, he said it. He said, when you sow the seed of discord, by going to chase the other person, you want to tell the other person, you want to do, they want to take him all the noise. Then he said, the whole country noisy. But one important thing he said is that the country is hard. And I went in my country. I saw how hard the country is. Where for you to go cash out money and all you got to pay. Things are tough. And what did the man of God say? He said, the calamity you are bringing upon yourself, the rich will suffer, the poor will suffer. Prince Johnson is one of those rich persons who's suffering at the moment. Who suffered. And for him, he couldn't live with it. He's gone. And we are supposed to live with it with the rest of our lives. Well, Jeremiah Kun and that of Joseph Walker live in their comforts. Terrible moments the old man had. Somebody who used to enjoy power, swim in power, dance in power, was taken out of the deep sea of power and brought out into a little area, a little creek, or maybe a warm area, and trying to swim and live on. There's not enough food there for you to eat. That is it. A hint to the wise is quite sufficient. I told you guys, whatever you are doing to yourself will haunt you one day. And we don't owe you people anything. Crown Stopper is proud to be associated with the show. My name is Abraham. God said, we until death do me part from this word. That's it. Call us. And just a minute for each. No much talking. I just thought to share it with you so that they can go on now to start mourning him. Showing their fake self then all over the place. Acting like they want to what they call all the 44 again is power. How many people will look at all that we didn't want in China because we want to be the next godfather. Prince Johnson is crying. He cried to his death. All these things that were played out of recency. Thanks so much to all of you for the time. We get to the lines, interact with you. Sorry for those of you who couldn't just get through with us on our cash giveaway. It's not just active here tonight. So we can just pick only a few calls. Sekou Kalasco Demaro has some great moments and always used to have communication with him. It is right here with us tonight on the line. Sekou, how's everything with you, my brother? Hello? 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 Did I get my brother on? Yeah, okay. Hello, how you doing, Sekou? Oh, sorry. Hello? I hope I got this right. Hello?
Am I okay now?
Yeah, you okay. You okay. Go on.
Thank you so much, JB. Thanks for giving me the opportunity as well. Now, I always said to myself, missing your class is like, doing it at the detriment of your own future.
I know, right?
Yeah, but it's good to be on your platform.
Thank you.
You know, you could have said it better.
Mm.
You know, and today it is sad that we will be saying this, but again, you know, and as a Muslim and as a man who believe that, you know, death it is how everybody doorstep. We just got to embrace it and move on. But I know, like you said, the Papa was never happy because few weeks ago, before we could come back to the country, like I said, you know, anytime out of this country, and I'm saying this today is on record.
Okay.
Prince Johnson, his special assistant or his AD, he was always sending them to me anytime I come back to the country.
Okay.
Because every time I travel, I either bring in Prince Senator Johnson wash, I bring in him cologne, I bring in nectar.
Okay.
And you know, you get suit, you just name it. So that is the kind of relationship that was between him and myself. He used to call me, oh, my son. And you know, so we had that kind of relationship. So a few weeks ago, before I could come back to the country, he messaged me. He said, oh, my son, you in the country? I said, no, I'm not in the country. He said, when you come, I want you come to my house. I said, oh, what happened, Papa? He said, I know you veil me, but I want you come to my house. I said, no, Papa, I don't veil you. You know my Papa. He said, okay, when you come to my house. He said, what a chief. I said, I left the chief home. He said, okay, I will talk to him, but let him know that I want to talk to him. I said, Papa, what happened? He said, I don't have phone. Just come to the house. I want you come. I want you sit down with me. I said, okay, no problem. I will come see you. Unfortunately, I did not reach to him until I heard that he was dead. And I'm saying this, his special assistant, I know he's a special assistant or his AD, he the one the Papa always used to send to me when I come. Anywhere I am, he said, I'm sending my special assistant to you. And that is the relationship. So to see anybody who want to politicize, I know the Papa was very unhappy. He was very unhappy on the manner and form that he was treated. That Papa was ill-treated. You're talking about people speaking. If Mr. Bwaga, who's the president, who, like you said, Prince Johnson took from the dungeon, you know, of starvation to making the president campaign, put everything on the line for him. If he could start picking the senator call, because the name say, Senator Johnson said it, that Joseph Baka, I can't pick up my call anymore. The name is saying that you get a recording. So those frustration coupled with everything that you have just played, it show a deep sense of ingratitude. A deep sense of ingratitude. And for you to, for the vice president to get Prince Johnson 5,000 and go and say every day you used to get Prince over, you just play the thing with Hardy. Why should you use this man as an alibi to accomplish a very selfish thing? And let me say this: anybody who believes Prince Johnson may so rest in peace, his tie with the people of Nima was ill political. They saw Prince Johnson as a hero. They saw Prince Johnson as a man who liberated them. That's how they see him. They see him as somebody who wanted to use the people of Nima as a point to accomplish. No. When nobody were there for Nimbayan, people like Prince Johnson was stealing. So for somebody to come today and say, oh, because Senator Johnson is no longer and will be the face, you need years. And it's not through the manner and form that they did Prince Johnson. They frustrated that puppy. He had a lot. He had a lot to say based on everything that he expressed to some of us. Today, he's no longer made, so rest in peace. But that, like I always say, posterity will judge them.
Will certainly judge people. You're right.
They will judge people.
Right.
Maybe
right.
They will judge them.
Right.
They not treat that puppet fairly. Frustration. His pressure. He left from Nimba under that pressure because somebody he considered as his son. The way the son and everybody pitied him. It's sad. So I just thought to add my voice.
Thank you. I appreciate it, my brother. Thank you so much. You only have said it better than you did. And we are still here and with God. Hello, how are you doing?
Yeah, good evening, Kizzy.
Yeah, hello, how are you doing? Please go on quickly, just a minute.
Yeah, Kizzy, this is David King. I do join you around CRA resident.
All right.
You see, Kizzy, I listened to the woman recording his play. Kizzy, sorrow came to my heart. No matter what happened, everybody got some bad side. But I said, Senator Johnson played a following role for Mr. Poole. Taking him from a gas seller and making a representative, and taking him from that state and carrying the senator from there to vice presidency. Is that how he thought to replicate what Senator Johnson made to be? I think this is sheer wickedness. Nobody with good culture will do the kind of thing Jeremiah and Joseph Walker. Joseph Walker, we already know you were suffering. We already knew that this man was living on loan. He had to take $8 million of our money and give it to the place that you were getting loan for, and took the manager of that bank and placed it over our central bank today. So we know Joseph Walker had no life in this country. He was there. Nothing was there for him. And Prince Johnson made him to take it, and today we cannot see the flare flying half mile past the flare is high to the sky. This is here we get it. If it is not high.
All right, King. Thank you for your contribution. We appreciate that. Let me get on to the next caller. Hello, how are you doing? Yeah, I'm fine. Please go on. Let's listen to you.
Yeah, thank you very much for the show. You said, all the people that are working with Waka, all of them will go along with Waka. Maybe you focus. So tomorrow, we can let it go. The only thing I'm going to start ever put them there when we say one of the job we are drawing from my friend, like he said, one of the job we are
Yeah, he wanted to. Yeah. You said he wanted to.
For me, I really wanted to be job and say the two things to the board. Unfortunately, he went. But the I see job today, they say I want them to do no way. Now, God has told me the thing that one day was not good for himself. How they were going to pay him back. Now, I'm telling you, pay him back. And it's not true that he brought it.
Okay. Thank you, my brother. That's it. Thank you. Hello, how are you doing?
Hello?
Yeah?
Yeah, my name is Chelsea. I'm from for Joey Aston.
Let's hear from you, Akwe.
Yeah, you see, like, with the issue with Jeremiah, you see, that man, we got so much, we got a lot of problems with him. The man for one fight, but he even, somebody you're not speaking to for some months. Then the president died, he can't roam there all of a sudden, and he starts with, like, behaving like, oh, the person you were so kind to the person, or you were so good that the person, you spend a lot of money on the person, you spend so much money on the person, but then at the end of the day, now the person let the God will take them. So now, here is it. You now, as a political leader, what you need to do, because Prince Johnson already built the man, was trying to build the man, right? But because he betrayed Prince Johnson, and you know, Prince Johnson is a kingsman. So he always wants that power to be around him. He wants people to be there to protect him. But so he how he's limited, that he's going to get it to him via time. But at the end of the day, pressure.
Yeah, I even want to try because the handshake issue, other people who are going to the yard there and saying all kinds of things about handshake. I really want to try something here tonight and see whether I will get the former president. And the former president, His Excellency Ambassador George Manawia. Let me try to get his whole handshake thing as to whether he avoided, because his appearance down there yesterday, it caused scene. It took away something that he had gone there for. Everyone is mourning, but he all ended up with handshake. Did he expect that he was happy that way? Let me just try him. God is with me, and I think he's on. Let me see something. Your way. Hello, how you doing? Hello, Chief.
Yeah, hello. Maybe.
Hey, Mr. President, sorry for disturbing you this kind of time. Yeah, because sorry.
Yeah, what's up?
How's everything, boss?
Yeah, I'm okay.
Yeah, great. Yeah, from your two, I know you're not too what to go. Sorry, Chief. I just want to ask you. Yesterday, was it yesterday on Sunday? Yeah, yesterday you had visited, and the late Prince Johnson's family to identify with them and sympathize with them, and other officials were there as well. But one thing that took away all of the attention was the issue about the handshake, and the former manner you did. They said you didn't shake Jeremiah Cohn's hand, and you avoided him. That had been the center of discussion throughout today. You care to tell us how you feel about it? Like what happened?
Well, first of all, I'm not responsible for people that hold in the war.
Okay.
So I gave Kuhn the greater respect by putting my hand on my heart and bowing down to him.
Okay.
That's the most respect I can give him as a vice president. So if people want to politicize what I did, then they can look at my activities around the world. Even presidents, I reached to them, put my hand in my chest and bow down to them. It's a sign of respect.
Okay.
So there's nothing against Kuhn. Kuhn is my little brother. He's my son. Kuhn knows me very well. We came from a far away. I would never disrespect people like that. You see, Madam Sally, former president, was there.
Mm-hmm.
Did I shake Ellen hand? No, I hugged Ellen. It's a sign of respect. So you see, I don't play politics. But I think Kuhn should be responsible for all what is going on. But now he should be making statements that look all the time. Kuhn, either I put my hand in my chest and rub my stomach. If he doesn't understand the respect that I'm giving, then it's left with him. So the person I was talking about, Prince Johnson, we all respect Prince Johnson. Remember I was the leader for our parliament in the ECOWAS.
Okay.
Prince, we all work together. I respect him. And Prince Johnson married to my cousins, from my cousin from Sasna, the Sasna woman. I want to go speak to her. Definitely, I want to go there because he have a family person with him, and he's my friend. Despite his political or decision that he took, I still respect him as a person. So I got there yesterday. What Kuhn should be telling people no. He wants to come to me and hug me because he's my little brother.
Okay.
I'm the former president of the Republic of Liberia. So Kuhn's supposed to come and when I came out of the car, he's going to come to me and hug me, chest to chest, but he's still far away from me showing a hand. But I bow to him. He's the vice president. So I don't think anything wrong with that. But our society here, people say anything they want to say. So I don't think it's an issue. I respect it. I even pick up the call. My wife just arrived in the country. She just arrived in the country,
wow.
And I tried to rest. But but there's no issue about what happened. If you look around, real leaders, they put their hand in their chest and bow to their friend and pass. It's everywhere. Okay. I see a lot of footage, images on the internet. I traveled the other day to Morocco when the people came to meet me. I bowed to them and put my hand in my chest. So nothing wrong with that. That's the way we speak to people that are important in society everywhere.
Wow.
All the president know. Every time I go in there, I do that. That I speak to people. It's a sign of respect. So let us now. The man is gone. He's our friend. He's a father to many people, and let the man rest in peace. If they really love Prince Johnson and have value for Prince Johnson, do not even give Kuga the chance to be MC at his funeral or meeting people. Kuga the other day on radio, he was insulting Prince Johnson. How Prince Johnson is a criminal, he's a rebel because Prince Johnson did not support him to be senator. It's the same Kuga they put there. He ushering people. There's no respect. So if we really respect the old man, Kuga is not supposed to be there as an usher or MC. These are the things you have to look at. So they're respecting the man. I can Koga be the one that insulted the man because Prince Johnson was not or supporting him as a senator, and today he's the MC for the man. The people need to take things serious here. You know, they're not looking at the real issue. Okay. The real issue is that they're respecting people. So they respected the man. You know, but for the people, that sentiment, I don't believe in sentiment, you know, because I do the right thing every time. I did not disrespect Kun. Kun know me, he's my little brother. You know, I expect him to hug me. You know what I'm saying? Okay. But he showed a hand to me and I put my hand in my chest and bow to him. There's nothing wrong with that. So everywhere around the world, those things happen. You know, leader comes and bow to leader, we're all shaking their hand. If you look at all the footage, just the other day I was watching on Facebook, I saw Mr. Stanton or went to Waka to shake his head, Waka put a hand in your pocket. But nobody had a problem with that, you know. Nobody have a problem with that. You see the images all over the place. So let us focus. You know, the man gone. He played a part in our society. He gone. Let's see how we can lay him to rest. You know, my cousin there. I know she's grieving. You know, may his soul rest in peace. And let us forget that we speaking the who. We not speaking the who. There's no problem. You know what I'm saying? I can walk past Baku and don't talk to him. Is that if I want to do that, it's me. I'll do that. But I can't do that because I have respect for human being, and that's why I even bow to him. So what's the issue here? You know. So let us. It ain't that what made Nima Kante don't vote for me if I in the race. No, my parent. One of my parents came from Nima Kante. I know a lot of people in Nima Kante. I have friends there. I have family there. You know. So I did not despise Nima people. You know. I give respect to all the vice president and. They're making it out of issue. It's not an issue for me. You know, so again, I say, may Prince Johnson so rest in perfect peace. And let people rest with their shaking head, shaking head, shaking head. I have my liberty to shake people head, not to shake people head. And besides that, there's throughout the corona period, is that how we speak to people. So we continue that, you know. So let them go sleep, you know, and let them. The real issue, you know, so what happened to the old man, you know, is sad because imagine you got an appointment with somebody Saturday, they died. And the period, AB, is a period, very difficult period for me. Okay. Just my best friend, Mario Hoff, just died. Wow. Mario just died. Mario and I lived together. So with all the noise people causing, you know, I'm grieving, and not just for Prince Johnson, but Mario myself live together. You read my children. We ate in the same bowl. Mario, just the other day we buried a brother, and a week after Mario is dead. So there are a lot of things going on. People don't understand what's going on with people. They want to provoke people every day, but I don't want to get into provocation. You know what I'm saying? Okay. I'm sad because my best friend Mario Hoff is gone. He's not here no more. You know, so to the Dima people, like I said again, Prince Johnson is an important figure in our society, and he's gone. I think all need to pay homage the way we want to. You know what I'm saying? And the reason I wonder again, the girl from Sastan, she's our cousin, and we got to make sure that she's in peace, and we have to pay respect to her so she can feed our people also around her. And I want to thank all of the people from Sastan that went there, that joined our family from Nima Kante, and to sympathize, you know. So I want to sympathize. They're not going to shake anybody's hand.
Wow. And you did say something in passing. You said you and the late senator had planned a meeting for Saturday?
Well, yeah. Especially the girl called me for the meeting on Saturday, okay. And unfortunately, Prince Johnson is no more. May so rest in peace. You know, I wanted to confirm the meeting. I tested Prince Johnson. Prince Johnson texted me back that he's in the area where the telephone, he doesn't have access to a direct call. When you get back, you find me so we can talk. But I still have that message. But it's sad, you know. So all the news when they get call me back, you know, before they get call me, or Rosino come say, you hear what I'm hearing, I said, well, is this Senator Johnson died? So I wanted to authenticate what he told me. Okay. I called the girl that what I'm hearing, and the girl started to cry that over. You know, our meeting will not be no more. You know, we should have done it before. But the old man died, we were together, he went to sleep, he didn't wake up. And then I said to her, may so rest in peace, my sympathy. And then I just found the right time to go and speak to our cousin there. And so that's it. Maybe I'm a leader of a country. You know, we all, some of their future leaders, they need to start thinking well. You know, they think politics is the order of the day. Politics is not the order of the day. And the politics is the order of the day. You see, every time I see Manaseli, either I hug her or I bow down to her because she's an elder in our society. You know, I don't shake her hand. I always hug Manaseli. You know, if I ever hold Manaseli hand to bring her closer, because I believe that that's the best thing to do. You know, so all that in the politics, I don't play politics like that. You know, so it's sad. This is a sad time for all of us. For me, for the people of Nima, for you know, our family, Mario, Ray, our kids. You know, so there are a lot of things going on. Maybe I don't want to get into that yo-yo of who share and who not share.
Okay, thank you so much for your brief moment. And but before I take leave from you, what was the best moment and that you ever remember Senator Prince Johnson for? You're being along here and there. What's the best moment you want to count on?
Well, we have so much memories together. You know, 2005. You know, and we're together, and we're in the ECOWAS. You know, it's you know, we have our own fun. You know, and you know, sometimes it get toxic. You know, when we are at work. But at the end of the day, he's a big brother. I'm the small brother. I'll come to him and say, let that go, let move on. So it's a regimen between him and myself. Okay. The day not happy, he complain me. The day I'm not happy, I complain him. You know, and he's my elder brother, big brother, and best friend. You know, so he's a family man. Okay. You know, a family man. So, but what is important for me, I'm family to everybody in our society. You know, whether it doesn't matter what country you come from. You know, I'm the image. You know, that everyone know because of what I did in my life. You know, former professional soccer player. So across the country, you know, my name and I see people. I mean, I friend of everybody. You know, everybody. Yeah, the entire country, Liberians are my family. Okay. You know, it's got nothing to do with politics. I get people from the Unity Party that today are paying the school fee. I get them food. How do you call it? From CDC. From just imagine. You know what I'm saying? So it's not today. It's not because of politics. You know, I love Liberians because I know they love me too. You know, so what I'm doing, you know, I get respect for our people, and they get respect from me. So this is it. But we got good times, you know. Prince, you have to understand, you know, and that's why sometimes when the tough time comes, you know, I understand and then move on until you realize that, you know, we need to mend our relationship, make it stronger, and it will come back. It's something that happens all the time, you know. But you know, I respect you a whole lot, and that's why I don't even, you know, worry about. And if you leave us, God knows He will leave. He will come back. You know, so Father would never leave the home. He just will come back. You know, so. But may so rest in peace. Maybe he's gone now. You know, so let us think about how we can, you know, come closer to the family for him to be buried, and then we'll move on from there.
Okay. Thank you so much, and thanks for the brief moment.
Yeah, thank you for waking me up.
You are okay.
Yeah, you're truly God sent.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay.
All right,
Okay, but take it easy.
All right, thank you. All right. So he's the former president of the Republic of Liberia. I think you have all heard it now, but this whole issue about the handshake. He said he paid more respect to Con, but Con does not see that respect as respect his MDR thing. And so let us just wrap it up here with just few calls now, and we'll wrap it up to go home, please. Hello, how you doing? The cash gave everything work lately. Yeah, how you doing? Quickly, Connor. Just 1 minute though, no time. I have to get going.
They show you. I beg you, man. Keep some of that recipe, please. Don't go all that recipe to them, please, AB. I'm telling you, no. I think everybody that want to show you to them will agree with me. Keep some of that recipe, brother. Seriously, it hot. It's spicy. They can call it here. They can call it here spicy. But AB, seriously, I knew the old man died with frustration.
Okay.
That the bottom line there, people neglected him. Look at the clip that he played. People neglected him. People that look, we have reached now. Jeremiah go there, I will get power. People have lost respect for him in the country. Even people that he had promised personally with job, they were not getting it. When Jeremiah were getting job now. So he was frustrated and then walk around company. Look, you want to play with Prince Johnson, so recipe. Don't come around with walk around company.
You're right. It really
I'm telling you.
It really nailed him. It really nailed him. Thank you so much. We can wait you at that just a minute each. I'm going. Hello, how you doing? Hello, how you doing? Yeah, let's hear from you quickly, bro. Yeah.
Yeah, this is William, bro. Thank you, AB. This show, I think, is the best show for the entire 2024. The revolution is historical. Yeah, the revelation there is historical. And that those records should be kept and will be an eye opener for the people of Nima and Liberia at large. And we want to tell our president, may God continue to guide him and bless him. We now have to be shaking hands. Shaking hands, we in no competition. Nobody now get money from shaking hands. Maybe he said that God save him from the evil hand.
I know, right?
God hand there, maybe that God said save our president. So that you shouldn't even go shake nobody hand. Going forward, said nobody hand you want to shake president. Because I don't know why they would take the hand shaking to be issue. Why you would be so on hand shaking? What was behind it?
I know, right?
So thank you, AB.
All right,
and
thanks
thank you
so
for the
much.
great show.
Thanks, Boss William, bro. And I think we are getting there. So let me just wrap it up with you. Hello, how you doing? Hello?
Yeah, AB.
Yeah.
Hey, AB, good evening. How you doing?
Yeah, fine.
Yeah, AB, I want to extend my deepest condolences to the president on the death of Mario, Adrian.
Yeah.
Honestly, I was very shocked about Adrian's death, you know. I know the president said a lot about Adrian because I remember those days will be in Accra at Abelempe, Adrian Hall, that was Karika, Sylvester Williams, guys. There was a crib in Accra, at Abelempe. The president had one of the houses there. But again, never have to go home. Like most of the callers said, this show is a historical show tonight, right? I'm glad that I'm one of the persons that spoke on your show along with the president and Kalasco. But again, that team you have it, no matter what cool and the rest of the guys can do, right? It's a destruction for them. The only people that go cool in the man come here, and the people you get in peanuts though. And the people that get in peanuts you eat your money. Take my word. They already destroy themselves with that thing. That thing already destroy them. So if you get more, just keep on the other more. Then people keep hearing it. They already destroy. There's a free wife for president. We are doing it now. 2035, about 1 time.
All right, boss. Thank you, Idris. Quickly, a minute, then we get wrapping up. Hello, how you doing? Quickly, hello.
Yeah, Abraham. Thank you for the opportunity.
Yeah.
Let me quickly use this medium firstly for the first time on your station to extend my condolence to the family of the Prince Johnson.
Okay.
Mr. Johnson was somebody who contributed towards the development of the people, and we want to use this time to sympathize with them. Having said that, I say that people need to understand protocol. If setting if every former president is superior to a certain vice president.
Okay.
And people need to know that. And because you're vice president and you flying the flag, it means that you in terms of protocol, you succeed. I mean, you are higher than the former president ranking. That's not it. So if the president, who is the superior, raise his hands and give you salute, the man salute you. Why extend your hand further? That means you're not reading. The man has already given you a salute, which determines the protocol. Because the president determines, the superior determines the protocol. The man has saluted you. So all you need to do is to fall in line. But as ignorant as some of us in leadership, we tend to know, but we really don't know. And President Weah will always serve as an instructor to some of these things. When you go, you see your superior, he salute you. Imagine you are in drill. Let's say you're army man, somebody salute you. Then you bend past it, walking, giving salute. Then you stretching your hand. I thought when you saw that happening before.
No.
So we said to our people that the CDC remains a vibrant political party. People need to start rationalizing things.
Okay.
These people, when they do their things, they stand by it no matter what. They deny President William on using VIP, they stood by it. They're taking our people from job, they are standing by it. Why are you coming for a rationalization to say, oh, this is wrong? Where you were? What's wrong? There's nothing wrong.
Idris.
No,
Okay.
there's nothing there to rationalize.
All right,
when people
Idris.
doing that wrong, they do rationalize it. Why are you coming for a rationalization?
All right, Idris. Thank you, Idris. Let me get to Sarah's Maggie and get going now. Yeah, I have to get going. Hello, how you doing?
Hey, gossip.
Yeah, how you doing quickly? Sarah's, I'm better now.
Just say you are a real gossip.
Now what the so say?
You don't need names have meaning.
Yeah, I know,
You
right?
are a blessed one. I'd like to say thank you. I listened to your class from start to this point, and nothing hurt me, right? Than to hear Senator Johnson saying her son he raised the highest in the country, telling him to go and find himself a lawyer. That old man was broken. He was devastated. I told people, I said, people believe in, witchcraft and all those things. But I felt that when I heard the way Senator Johnson died, I think he was going through a lot. Out of pressure or heart attack. One of those things might have kept Senator Johnson. And based on the events surrounding him in the last few months, his frustration in his sermons, I listened to the conversation with you and him. I mean, there are a lot to say in that. And it was good.
All true.
Those things. But now you on your show talking about AB. They were going to be running after you all over the place.
You're right.
But what we do is what can save us. And I was on this. I had a situation with Senator Josie back in 2011. I was sitting on the very Kings FM doing the elections day coverage, getting fees and all of that. He was then on the ticket for the presidency. I got this call. It's Senator Johnson, and he said he had just received reports from NIMBA that they were ballot stop it. Maybe before I left the radio, I tell all the people, Power FM, TV, everybody came for that recording of Senator Johnson. And just for a few hours, they said that how you were misled. Look, it was a fun to see. But then after that, for Israel, we saw him. Bama always loved to joke him when we're covering the Senate. They said that didn't make a study about the ballot stuff here. But he was a jovial old man. Everybody had their moment with Senator Johnson. He had his past. Everybody do have theirs. We pray that his soul will rest in peace, and the people of Liberia will get to know the real democracy. That person we have said, you just cuss the man, and then you're there again as MC. Now you want to be the next person to take your seat in Nima. They should watch those guys. The Nima people would need to know who they will elect to replace the Senator Johnson.
Okay.
Thank you, AB. Have a
Thank you, Sarah. Folks, that's all the time we've got tonight, and we can't go any further. And I sorry the cash giveaway and I stopped open lately. So we think for sure with God, all things are possible. So Newton Topaz is coming. You'll be able to take you all through tonight. So keep playing your cash giveaway star 7 and star 2 for hash. And that's what it is. You'll be able to get it tonight. Thanks so much to all of you for the time. That's all the time we've got. Do have a pleasant night. Bye-bye.